park board and the park board. What's up, people? How you doing, Noli? How you doing, Gary? We're chilling in the park. And as you'll notice, I don't have any camera gear. Except, of course, my phone. But, you know, that's about it. Crafty Craft, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Um, I am preparing for the discussion tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're going to do a discussion about the Second Amendment, laws that pertain to the Second Amendment. What are, in your perfect world, what would be a perfect law for the Second Amendment? But yeah, I'm doing well. We're just enjoying this shade right now, getting out of the house. You know, being natural headed, which I like. All cops disarmed. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to talk about the. I kind of want to talk about the Minneapolis thing. Uh, I think they decided to actually disband the police in Minneapolis. I really do. Either that or it was clickbait. I don't usually go to like straight up, you know, the headlines, but I try and do my research. But I'm trying to make sure I get it all. Everybody disarmed. No. If everyone's disarmed, how can you get a handout? I hate this bottle. I keep tilting it. There we go. But yeah. Has anyone heard about the Minneapolis? Apparently, the police were disbanded, and there's no police. Man, it's a habit to tilt this bottle. Hey, Ken. I think qualified immunity being taken away is excellent because for the longest time it's been Terry M. First on race day. Hello. I've been doing good, Terry. And remember, it's a driver returns on foot. That's forward backwards for you. Yeah, that's gonna mess with the economy a lot. But I really don't see that lasting that long. What's up, little crow? He's getting real close to me. To all of my personal space. Is he gonna get a worm? Yeah, I think there should be well more than like 21 weeks of training. I really do. I think if there's a President Santa, how you been? We're just bored in the park. We're bored in the park, guys. I made sure to sit away from everybody while I do this because I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to explain to myself what I'm doing. Borrowed mom's wheels said BMW. Yeah. I don't I don't trust anything that any politician says right now. Dude, it's so hot right now. I'm literally sitting in the shade because I'm not about that life right now. It's too hot. Normally I'd be doing a walk. Yeah, they'll say I don't belong here, and I'll be like, oh god damn it. You know, I used to try and justify my actions by like putting up proof. And I noticed this in a long time. It's just now I just don't care because I noticed that the community that does continuously show up to my stream has witnessed me walking down the street minding my business and people bothering me. You know, so I'm gonna flip the camera, but I'm gonna aim it upwards. Hold on. Nope. There's YouTube's been acting up, but I'm in the park. All right. Park. There's a nice little fountain there, family. You know, we're just chilling. I'm sitting over here in my lonesome, right, away from everybody. What's that, Noli? What's the first thing you learned about Texas, Noli? Uh-oh, there's a family over there taking pictures. Uh-oh, there's a family over there taking pictures. It says I don't belong. Why is that, Noli? It's easy to blame somebody for something. It's easy to place blame, but you know what? It's hard to say that you haven't done something that multiple people are trying to claim that you've done something. And I watched the video. How you doing, real Jingy? I just ate a 12-inch sub that had a sausage, steak, and chicken in it. It was real good. It was real good. How you doing, Kitra? Yeah, Chris, that sandwich was good. Yeah, you know, Noli, I've seen a lot of injustices going on in Texas. When I first moved to Texas, and this is why I started recording any interaction I have with the cops. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Paul. That's right, Paul. My wife doesn't know about it, so you know. But when I first moved to Texas, now I lived in New York, I lived in Arkansas, but never have I ever been approached by officers until I moved to Texas, right? And the first time I was approached in Texas, I was riding around with my buddy in his truck, who happens to be handicapped. We got stopped by the cops for waving at a friend that we knew. We waved at a friend, hello, and somebody got so scared they said, "Oh my gosh," because you know the cop approached us. He said, "Yeah, somebody said a black guy was waving at a lady, and they felt, that their life might have been in danger." For me saying hi to a friend, right, that we knew, and that's the first time I was introduced to a cop in Texas. The second time, I used to work at a gas station. I was coming home from work and I didn't have a car, so I used to carry back whatever I needed after work. And I was carrying 4 cases of soda. And, I got off work pretty late, but I was carrying my 4 cases of soda, and a cop flashes me down on the side of the road as I'm walking back home. And it was a pain in my butt because I had to put down my sodas because he asked me for my ID. I didn't know better back then. So I said, okay, no problem. I'll give you my ID. And remember, he asked for it. But he's figured out the password. I reach for my ID, and the officer reaches for his gun and pulls his gun on me. And I was like, whoa, I'm not reaching for shit. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to reach for anything. I need you to call this officer and this supervisor because I know them personally from where I work. Right? Call them up. Now I'm not moving anything. Nope, not moving. The other officer showing up said, yeah, man, he works at the gas station, gets us free car washes all the time, mainly because it's company policy. Again, not all cops are bad, but, there are some bad apples out there. So, yeah, I'm sitting down and breathing oxygen, breathing up all the white man's air. If y'all haven't seen Boondocks, I suggest y'all watch Boondocks. Them. Yep, real genie again. That's the thing I didn't know because I was real young. I was about 18 at the time. I was 18. 18, I didn't study my laws like I should. But, there have been multiple times where I was harassed by officers after that. Again, there are 2 officers that I specifically knew, and I'd use their name like, look, you need to call this officer and this supervisor. I know these 2. They know I don't do stuff against the law. You need to talk to them because right now you're harassing me. And ever since then I was approached, I think 3 different times. This is when I used to live in Waco. The acronym from Waco is We Ain't Coming Out, but I somehow made it out. Yeah. But ever since then, I started recording any interactions with cops. I started looking up the laws, mainly to protect myself. I don't like reaching for my ID. I'd rather them take it out of my pocket so I can go ahead and file a suit. And take it out of my pocket. Mm-hmm. I'll file a suit. And I didn't know better. I didn't know the laws at the time. And I was foolish to even entertain the fact of him, getting to see my ID. But, when he pulled the gun, I was like, nope. How you doing, Josh? Man, it's been good. It's been good, Josh. If I remember, Josh, were you the one who has a Discord and streams on Twitch? Because I'm trying to remember everybody's. I'm trying to keep my memory sharp. How you doing, that's Nathaniel? Oh, I'm no legend. I'm just a man who speaks very fast and loud. Thanks, Tactical Brother. Yeah, I just speak very fast and loud. Yeah, I'm not a perfect person, guys. I'm just a dude. I'm a dude with a camera. You know, dude with a camera phone. So I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and we actually asked this question to ourselves. Uh, oh no, President Santa, I don't plan any videos. Any videos that pop up are usually right out of the right out of the gate. I don't plan on meeting up with anybody. I don't try to do any of that stuff. I like the fact that all my videos are natural, and not seeking to test anybody. It's just naturally happens, and what, people don't believe it, but that's what happens. If it happens here, then it happens here, and then I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna put them on the internet, make them famous. The only difference is I'm not wearing my body cam today, which apparently is the reason for people to approach me. Or if I have my backpack, which will carry my waters, my other camera gear. Apparently other people say that's another reason to approach me. And I don't have my main camera on me, I just have my phone. But how you doing, safety man? Yeah, I don't try and do any of that. I'm trying to enjoy my time. I was going to do a live tour in Dallas, but again, everything's going pretty crazy. There was a man who was shot in the eye, peacefully protesting, handing out waters. Thank you, Nasty Nathaniel. I kind of want to do what Nasty Nathaniel does, is get a bunch of history together and just document it and report that. But again, it's gone to the point where now I've been approached on the street. I've been approached, at a crosswalk. I've been approached in neighborhoods. I've been approached, everywhere. And for my own safety, and for the sake of seeing my daughter, I don't do audits. I just go ahead and stay inside now. I chill, get out when I can, relax. I don't try and bother nobody. I try and mind my own business. That would be the Junkyard News, President Santa. Yeah, DA. And you know what? There's there's a weird effect of how people say I think I checked out one of his videos, but I haven't gone back to it, because in order for me to go back to it, it has to be fresh in my head. And usually whenever I end a stream, I remember somebody mentioned Press On's channel, but it has to be fresh in my head. Otherwise, I won't go back to it, because I got so much to do. Just a lot of work to do. Right now is my day off. I took a few days off of work just to chillax. But yeah, what was I saying? I've been noticing people's polarizing effect to people who wear a mask, and I think it's kind of funny. It's don't feed into the public, lies of wearing a mask. And I wear a mask because mainly I have a newborn, and I'm not trying to spread anything, even if it is a farce or whatever. My daughter, she had a viral infection that went across her whole body. And I was like, man, I'm gonna wear a mask, because I don't know where she got it from, what she got it from. If she got it from us, she got something. The pediatrician said, our adult bodies could have probably fought it off, but still pass it on. I'm like, yo, no, gotta keep my baby girl safe. I gotta wear that mask. I'm gonna wear it. Anytime I go into a store, I'm gonna wear it. I don't care. you know. But yeah, we cleared it all up. You know, we got her some steroid cream and stuff like that. But it's just like, like it's weird. Like people don't know. I keep a mask in my pocket just in case I need to go somewhere. But she's doing good. She's healthy, kicking, screaming, yelling all the time, keeping us up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Work at 7. You know, wash, rinse, repeat. Screams while we're working. It's all good. She's healthy. She's a healthy little girl. She brightens my day. So I say it many times. It's like, I get I know one thing I got to work on is my aggression. My aggression. I really do. I do have to work on it. I know, Noli. How you doing, Joe Black? AKA Joe Tactical. I love Joe Black. Joe Black is amazing. I appreciate him joining in my last stream too, because as much as I like to have people who agree with me, but Joe Black, I appreciate him even more because he's willing to come out and say what he's opposed to. I appreciate everybody in my channel really because I know for a fact I don't want to live in an echo chamber. Yeah, real Gene. You've been out of the game for a while, man. You haven't seen my baby girl. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate any criticism. Any criticism to change my thoughts. So, well, when I say aggression is I restrain myself a lot. I do. So I get loud and I speak fast. I get loud, I speak fast, and I tell people all the time, what I will not do, right? But I know for a fact during the area in North Richland Hills where the two guys approached me, when the officer showing up, he said, go sit over there, and I took that as a directive because he's trying to detain me, right? So, instead of chilling out, I was aggressive. I know I was, but I'm just making sure, me and the officer both apologized to each other afterwards because you know what I say, hey, I know that I don't want to take it out on you because you haven't done anything to me, but I took it as a directive and you trying to detain me for not even doing your research, doing the investigation. So you know what? He apologized to me. He said he didn't want to come off as that way. And I try to get that on camera because I want to put both sides out there. I want to make sure everybody sees, look, they press charges, charges have been filed against this guy, because, he's obviously the aggressor. I may have shown aggression, but it wasn't for, a malicious purpose. It was just in the spark of the moment, Little spider on me. But, I'm working on that. Yeah, Noli, I know, like, the guy who came at me like that, yeah, he deserves all of it. I wouldn't apologize to him at all. The officer, though, when he came up, he was trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So I told him in the spark of the moment, yeah, I may have raised my voice at him, whatever. I apologize. I said, I apologize. I raised my voice to you. I'm not trying to take my aggression out on you. I know, like, but for a fact is that this guy came at me with a weapon. Hey, man, what can I say? What can I say? It happens. And we bumped elbows and moved on. Well, Joe Black, it's more like when the guy jumped in my face, I show a lot of restraint. You don't see my face, but I'm telling him to get out of my face, which is why the guy, the guy in orange bumped up and pushed me back because he seen me balling up my fist and ready to go. I try not to get to that point, I try not to get to the point of violence. I try to be as peaceful as possible. But whenever somebody's pushing, At what point do you push back? So again, you know, uh, yeah, I know. I tell people all the time, it's like, there's a certain point where you can, there's a certain point where you can push somebody to where, it's like, there's a point where you can say, hey, maybe I should leave this guy alone. Maybe I should just go about my business. But he wasn't for that. He was trying to go ahead and push his, what is it, false authority on somebody. How you doing, Elusive Groove? In the way of the Force, and there can only be one. Are you using Highlander and Jedi forces together? Because I am not a Highlander. I don't carry a sword. Gorilla hand. But yeah, like, Hey Josh, thank you, man. I try and show a lot of self-restraint because, my brothers. I grew up with two brothers, and we have the same temperament, kind of, sort of. Except my older brother. How you doing? Ain't nothing yucky. But my older brother and my younger brother, they have a temper where they lash out. I try to restrain that. I try not to lash out. Because I know for a fact is, uh, even with the situation being recorded, if I had lashed out, if I had lashed out, I would have been in jail. You know, I would have been in jail, and there's no denying it. I would have been in jail that day if I had lashed out. If I had actually struck somebody, you know, because you know, granted, yeah, he jumped in my face, he pulled the baton, he did, playing with this gun and stuff like that. Do you trust me? I trust you all. But the fact is, if I had defended myself, yeah, if I had defended myself to the fullest extent that I could, you know, I would have ended up in jail for defending myself. No matter what video evidence I had, no matter what, it would have been me in jail and him claiming to be a victim. Yeah. And in my head, this is what I thought here is that, yeah, I don't, I don't, I don't mind somebody walking up to me because the guy in the orange, this is how it happened. The guy in the orange saw me walking up the street and he says, "What are you doing?" And I looked at him. I said, "Oh, he's actually addressed me. I don't want to speak to him. Let me speak a different language and walk on. God seeing you," and walked on. Boom. He says, "Honey, go inside and get my camera. I'm gonna take a picture of this guy. I don't like him. I don't like what he's doing." He's like, "Yeah, he's got a camera on his chest and everything. I don't like what he's doing." So I walk across the street. I walk across the street because I heard him say that. I said, "I'm not trying to have an argument with this guy. Hopefully he understands, or, just says, man, this dude's speaking a different language. I don't know what he's doing." So he walks across the street and confronts me a second time. I said, "God seeing you," and I walk off again. He says he's calling the cops. I was like, "Oh, goodness gracious." Next thing you know, the guy in the truck pulls up, and I don't deal with anybody in the truck pulling up to me because As y'all know, if y'all seen my one stream or one video where I was taking pictures of the street lights that didn't have an automated walk, that you had to actually hit the button because I felt they all should be automated. A guy in a red truck, he pulled up to me. He pulled up across the street, followed me all the way down the road, and he would not stop until I got, loud with him, right? And was like, oh, well, maybe I am kind of messed up, And it's like, yeah, I'm getting loud because I'm telling you, you're getting me on an aggression level that I don't want to be at. I was cool, I was calm and collected until you decided to go ahead and push my buttons. How you doing, Upstate? I was cool, calm, and collected until you decided to push my buttons. And now that you push my buttons, now you want to try and backtrack and say, I'm the aggressor. Oh, why are you being so crazy? Oh, why are you doing this? Da. But it's like you followed me more than 50 yards, You followed me more than 50 yards to what? To say, oh, there's been a lot of break-ins at the crosswalk? A lot of break-ins in a crosswalk? Oh, wow, this is a dangerous neighborhood. Or, there's been a lot of break-ins in a certain area. It's pretty crazy. I hate this bottle. I should have never bought it. Well, it's the fact that whenever I get in those confrontations, I only bring up facts. I'm only going to bring up facts to them. I'm only going to bring up facts. Anytime I get confronted, I only bring up facts, and that's what people say I'm trying to cause a problem. Even his wife came out, oh, is he speaking English now? And it was like, so I wasn't speaking English to you, and I was walking away. So for a fact I wasn't speaking English to you, and I was walking away, and you said you called the cops because you couldn't understand. So, and yeah, the guy in the white truck, I stopped running away from that shit because I bet they both play the banjo. Probably, you never know. Some people are actually talented, even the most effed up people. But yeah, I find it funny that I'm stating facts. Ooh. So I just got a text. My buddy, he just got himself a new AR lower. I'm gonna have to help him build that. But I love how I'm gonna straight up say pure facts to you, right? Okay, you saw me on the public sidewalk, right? Yes, with a camera. Correct. It's weird, dude. Why do you have a camera? While I'm out here in public, would you rather me be inside your house with my camera? I can film inside your house. It's a stripped lower. I told him specifically to get a stripped lower, not an 80%, just a stripped. And I can help him build that. Yeah. Guys, be careful if you're buying a AR lower. Some places won't tell you, like, stripped lowers and 80% lowers. Some people won't tell you the difference. The difference between a 80%, you have to mill that out, and you have to take full responsibility for it. Hey, Tex. Yeah. And Joe, you're right. Who doesn't have a camera these days? Like, everybody has a camera. Even the guy that was like, seeing me walk away, saying, honey, go get my camera. Yep. What time is it? They have a 3:30 alarm? That's weird. Yeah, so he's building himself as Josh would say 100%, but his is stripped. But definitely, guys, if you guys have a yeah, 80% lowers I would never buy. I almost bought one because I wasn't reading the details, and I was like, "Ooh, I can get two for the price of one." And I was about to order it, and I submitted the order, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is an 80%. Take that back." I was calling that company up so many times a day, like, "Hey, nah, I want to return that. Cancel that. Don't send that to me." Man, it's a good day outside though. It's hot as hell, but it's still a good day. This shade is real nice. I'm in the fancy part of town. How you doing, Revolution Recorder? Revolution Recorder. There we go. Do, 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 do. Kitra says she never leaves the house without a gun or a camera. Noli knows so many people she forgot that she knows Josh. Yo, I wouldn't mess with Kitra. Kitra is a bad A. Kitra will give you a run for your money. I don't ever want to be on her bad side because she got it. She got it locked down. That's the ABCs, man. Oh yeah. People make assumptions all the time, man. Like I took my wife out to go take pictures so she can see exactly what I do when these quote unquote audits happen, right? Um, she can see that I'm out here minding my business, and people just get curious. People get curious, and they hate when people don't answer them. Um, oh yeah, that's right. I was saying something earlier. Me and a friend, we were talking and saying, is there really a polite way? Is there really a polite way to ask somebody what pictures they are taking pictures of? Like, what are they taking pictures of? You know? Is there really a way to ask somebody, politely, what are they taking pictures of? Is there, a way to do that without being intrusive, I'm super bad. Bum, bum. I can't remember that one. Da, da, da. I know what song you're talking about. My mother used to listen to that one. Like, is there a way to ask, anybody in public who you don't know what they're taking pictures of that's not intrusive? Yeah, that's the song. Mm. I think a hawk had just landed in that tree. Nope. Never mind. Ken, what's the way to do it? Unless you get paid. So, um, Michael Shepard, hello, sir. May I inquire what you're taking pictures of? No. So there's two ways I react to people. If y'all don't ever notice in my videos, um, there's one way to approach me, which I'll accept as a non intimidating. Nice. So here's one way that I say is acceptable to approach me and ask me a question. If you're asking me a question as if like I need help with something, like, hey, would you like a water? And I'd be like, oh, no, thank you. And I was like, just taking pictures? Cool, man. And if I say, yeah, man, I'm taking pictures of, birds, trees, whatever, you know, I never assume to like or make an assumption that somebody wants to show me their work. If someone asks me for a hug, well, it depends. It depends, man. Uh, I was in downtown Dallas handing out waters. I did this on live stream. There was a lady who was obviously not in the right mindset, but I listened to her. She asked for a hug. I gave her a hug. Because I was out there helping her. But a stranger that I'm not helping at the time, and he's just like, hey man, can I get a hug? I'm like, you want a hug? You know, we went to New York. There's a group out there that hands out free hugs. I'll give them a hug. That's fine. You know, But if somebody's just walking up to me, hey man, can I get a hug? I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would. You see, Ken, if somebody asked me that, I'd probably help them. I show them a few of my pictures of what I do. Yeah, I wouldn't. Again, I don't mind. hugging people that I've had a discussion with. If I had a discussion with you, or like talked and probably became acquainted with you, I'd probably give you a hug. But not just like right out the gate, like, hey man, give me a hug. Nah, I'm good. I don't know you. You haven't even talked. You ain't even take me out to dinner, homie. But yeah, like we went up to New York to meet my grandmother, and my wife and me, we went into Times Square. We saw the people. I said, don't talk to those people. They're gonna ask you for money. I said, don't talk. They're gonna ask you straight up for money. I'm telling you that. Don't go up to them. And she was going up to all the people who were dressed up as like Elsa and Elmo and everybody. I was like, you done fell for it. You done fell for it. And she go over there. They take a picture of her and they pull out this little card that says tips please. And they can pull it out their pocket and say whoop and pop it right in front of you. Yeah, Joe Black. If we haven't had a discussion, I want dinner first. You don't even get to know me. That's right. Mind your own business. Don't be a Karen or a Darren or an Aaron or even a Steve. Steve, mind your business. I'm getting low on water. I regret buying this thing though. Being a Connie is? This is bottled water, but I drink tap water sometimes. I don't mind it. I'm bougie sometimes. I'm not bougie all the time. Sometimes I even buy mineral water. That's funny though, yeah. Freaking Connie. How you doing, DJ? DJ Gemini. There's a beer virus out there? There's a beer virus? Noli. Nuh-uh, Noli. You can't blame us for keeping you away from your chores. You can put the phone away. You can put the phone away. You can put the device down. She can't put it down. Yeah, you know what? Now that everything's all right, all right, all right. All right, so what was it? I can't even remember. Mm-mm-mm. I'm on the big screen. Ooh, hey. Oh, yeah, that's right. Now that the whole situation, like Texas is reopening, I think this next week, I think everything should be back to normal. Yeah, I think once everything's back to normal, uh, probably on the weekends, I'm gonna do my community outreaches again. Start handing out waters. Uh, you know, and doing that for the homeless people again. I've been looking up some ideas to try and get some fundraising and get the nonprofit started. Of course, I need the, what is it, 501c3. I need to get that. I need to do that. But one of the things I'm going to start doing is I might reactivate my donation button soon. And the donations to help with the 501c3 nonprofit to help give those waters out to the homeless people. Eventually, what I want to do is get like a van so I can at least drive down multiple, things of water and hand those out. Another spider. Just blow that off. But yeah. Maybe eventually move up to like small meals. I think it takes a while, so hopefully we can get that all set up. Let me flip this around. I don't know what's up with YouTube. These wonderful trees. Yeah, I think the last time we did the community outreach, and the last time I did it on live stream, a fight broke out. I didn't like that, so I told them, I'll come out, I'll keep coming out, but you know, I know it wasn't because of the camera or anything. It wasn't because of the waters, but it was because they had, beef. They were just, ready to let out right then and there. Yeah, you got to be careful out there. There's a lot of people becoming testing positive. Um, but yeah, let me go ahead and get up. Start heading back to my car. Thank you, DJ. DJ Gemini. I think everybody, we should all keep up the fight. You know what? Like, don't let people push you around. Don't let them push you around. If people call you crazy because you stick up for yourself, well, I think they're the crazy ones. I mean, I've been told to wear a mask to hide this ugly mug I have. I managed to stay in the shade. I'm in the sun now. I'm gonna go back for that screenshot. wonder if there's a fountain around here. What up, Joe Cool? Yo, Joe Cool's a man, y'all. Joe Cool, he's chill, calm, cool like a cucumber, man. Cool like a cucumber, homie. Take it easy, Josh. Stay tactical. Cooler than the other side of the pillow, yo. No, you good, Joe. It was good. It was awesome. We're doing one again this Sunday, talking about Second Amendment rights. I know you live in Chicago, and if you want, you can join because I think your input would be good about Chicago having one of the strictest gun laws in the U.S. How that affects you, or if it even makes a change, Yeah, this Sunday, 7:30 Central Time. $7:30 Central Time. That way I can put the baby to sleep and ain't gotta hear no screams, you know? You know what I'm saying? I forget which way I came from. So I'm in a big area. Well, I always find it funny that the ones with the guns, fear for their lives the most. Right? The ones out there carrying a gun in hand fear for their lives the most. It just, I mean, if you're that scared, you should not be holding a gun. You know what I mean? I will. I'll text you ahead of time. I'll give you about I'll text you like 2 hours ahead of time. I'm usually very trying to keep everything organized on that, so that way I can go ahead and you know give everybody a chance to join in or not join in, but it's up to them. Oh, this is an Apple store, homie. We got a line out the door. But I got a Galaxy. I ain't getting no Apple. That stuff expensive. Okay. I'm helping this lady out. Hold on, guys. She went straight again. Hold on. She overcuts it. All right, she's in. Sorry for that brief intervention. Sorry. I saw she was having a little trouble backing in there. She was like halfway out of the lane, but she keeps cutting too early. I'm like, I'm not going to sit there all day. She's got most of it in there. She'll figure it out. She'll figure it out. Said I'm super bad. All right, guys. All right, guys. We helped a lady help, semi-parallel park. But she'll figure it out later on. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because I'm going underneath this parking lot here. I'm heading out. Never show a lady what 8 inches really is. Well, it just has to be right under 12. Either at 12 or under it, Too far, that's illegal. You go 13, too illegal. 12 and a half, illegal. What's up, Cybertron? By the way, Cybertron, you should join us in the discussion tomorrow, 7:30 Central Time. If you are down, you should do it. Noli, if you want to join, you can join as well. But you know what? I'm going to head to my car. I'm going to drive to another location, let my phone charge, and get some more water. And I'll talk to y'all later. Love, peace, chicken grease. Adios.